love for my city.
Hey,
Pray every day for my city.
hey,
I wrote a letter to my city.
hey.
So if you're from my city, give it up.
You feel me?
Hey HawkNation, thanks for joining us. I'm Kyla Ramsey. We've got some great stories for you today. Throughout the year, band members work hard at their craft. Whether it's marching in the fall or concert season in the spring, they put in the time. The hard work of several band students was recognized last weekend. Here's KG Calloway with more.
Last weekend, the Southside Band Kids auditioned for All West. We had band director Mr. Sinclair explain to us what All West is.
All West is an honor band, is what we call it, and what that is you know how students here at Southside are in a band class and we perform and stuff. Well, in West Tennessee, a lot of students audition, and the ones that make it come together in various bands of different grade levels and such, and they get to perform a concert in February. They rehearse for like a day and a half, and then they come together and perform for parents and everyone. So it's kind of like an all-star football team or an all-star basketball team where you get the best of the best and get them together for a performance. So it's kind of like getting to perform at a higher level and get a different experience if you're part of that.
A lot goes into making it into All West. Mr. Sinclair showed us more into what goes into the audition process, from the practice that is required and the difficulty of the audition itself.
The preparation is pretty intense because in the audition you have to perform 2 to 3 prepared pieces of music that are really difficult, high-level stuff, and then you also have to know all your scales and be able to play them at a moment's notice, and also sight read a piece of music you've never seen before. It's very intense and competitive, and there's hundreds and hundreds of kids who audition for this, and often maybe 100 kids are competing for like 20 spots. So most of them are going to lose out and not get in. So it's very competitive, and the preparation takes months. The students practice in class and after school, get coached sometimes from us, and they have to put in a lot of hours if they want a chance at getting in.
It's made even more clear how hard the audition process is with the amount of students said to have made it into All West.
For All West, we had 14 students audition and we had 4 make it in. And to be perfectly honest, it wasn't what we wanted. We wanted to get a few more in. We thought we would get maybe like 6 or 7. But we did have 3 alternates, which basically means that they were just right there below the last person, which means that they did well. It just wasn't quite enough. They were maybe back a point or 2 from getting in. So that was positive in that sense. So we really had 7 that were kind of in the mix.
The students mentioned that made it into All West were freshmen Emma Murray, sophomores Carly Hicks and Will Spicer, and junior Bryce Glidewell. Our alternates are sophomores Michelle Byram and Dakota Rose, and junior Olivia Murray. Congratulations to our All West band members.
Thanks KG, and great job band members. We turn from the Fine Arts Building to East Campus, home of the 2022-2023 Southside Teacher of the Year. Here's Jakari Ford with more.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Teacher of the Year, Miss Jones. Miss Jones is a 1977 Southside graduate. She has been a teacher here for all of her 19 years in education. Miss Jones likes her students and their enthusiasm.
Some of them like to learn science. It's not always everybody's favorite, but those that do enjoy it, then they like the interest and stuff. They love labs, and that's kind of where you really see how they like science, is by going to labs.
Much like voting for the homecoming court, Southside teachers nominate other teachers and then vote on a winner. For Miss Jones, the award is extra special because it was her fellow teachers who gave it to her.
It was an honor, and it was very surprising. There's so many great teachers here at Southside that for them to think I deserved that was quite an honor.
Though she eventually settled on science, Miss Jones at one point considered being a history teacher.
It was really kind of a situation where it was what I had the most credits in.
I like it.
When I was at college, I had a choice between, I had a lot of English credits, a lot of history credits, and a lot of science credits. But I had the most in science. I leaned toward history, but I was steered away from that because coaches get history positions. So I stuck with science, and I'm glad I did.
It's teachers like Miss Jones that make Southside such a special place. From Hawk TV, I'm Jakari Ford.
Next week is going to be a wild one. It's homecoming week. It starts Monday and ends with next Friday's home basketball game against Liberty. Last week, students voted on the homecoming court. Here's who you selected. The freshman representative is Lauren Pugh. The sophomore representative is Brinley Merriweather. The junior representative is J.C. Butler. The two senior representatives are Asia Balfour and Piper Warren. The homecoming queen will either be Asia or Piper. The winner will be presented at next Friday's homecoming game. Next week offers students a chance to dress up each day of the week. Here's Shay with more.
Yes, homecoming weekdays are soccer mom versus barbecue dad, toddler versus senior citizens, country versus country club, mathlete versus athlete, and of course Friday is Spirit Day. Not only am I excited, but I believe that the school is excited about these days. Me and the cheerleaders worked very hard to come up with these ideas and to make sure that not only that everybody has fun, but it's just something new to us to do and try picking stuff outside of the normal what we do. But overall, I think everybody's really excited, and overall, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Hawk TV, man. We got Zaria with it, man. She finna get interviewed. Go ahead.
What's the question?
Oh, you in it? Got somebody else?
If you came with a warning symbol, what's your little warning? What's your red flag, basically?
If my mouth don't say it, my face will.
Yeah, that's true.
Really, dude.
Wait, what she say? Know what I'm saying? My warning label would be, I drive fast. You feel me?
Mine would be warning, I got a bad attitude.
Mine would be warning, I talk too much.
My warning label would be gets mad too easily. Like, if someone says one word wrong to me, I'll go off on them.
My red flag is being nonchalant because, like, I don't know why females be getting mad about people being nonchalant. Like, it ain't even that serious to me. Like, I ain't finna argue with no female over dumb stuff, bro.
Okay, my warning label would definitely be, I'll help you out all I can, but do not hug me or touch me. I'm a nice person, but I do not hug.
My other red flag would be lack of communication, because like how you want to talk to me but you not talking to me. Like if I gotta text you for us to have a conversation, that's an automatic red flag. I don't.
My warning label would be that I think I'm always right and that I think I know everything and I can't be wrong.
If you're reading this, you can't guard me.
My red flag is watch the way that you talk to me.
My red flag is I'm impatient.
It would say that I'm a very hyper person, so beware of that.
It'd probably say stay cautious of my smart mouth and attitude.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close.
And now, let's go to Carlo Ianni with our news and announcements.
Congratulations to choir director Mr. Reed on recently being named the WBBJ Educator of the Week. You can read more about this honor on the WBBJ website. The band is selling bags of coffee and popcorn. The coffee bags are 10 ounces, the popcorn is a gallon. Each item is $18. See a band member to place your order. The Southside Baseball Booster Club is having the Little Miss Southside pageant on Saturday, January 28th. Entry forms are located in the Tech Prep office. Any student interested in playing tennis this year should stop by and see Coach Saluski in room 20 West. There will be a senior meeting on Thursday, January 26th about Tennessee Promise. This will be during the school day. This is a mandatory meeting to remain eligible for the Tennessee Promise. March 1st is the deadline to apply for FAFSA and Tennessee Promise. For Hawk TV, I'm Carlo Ianni.
Thanks, Carlo. Now let's go to Xavier with sports.
What's up, HawkNation? I'm Xavier Young. Let's talk sports. First up, today, 2 softball players have signed to play at the next level. Sarah Watson has signed to play at Meridian Community College. Alyssa Clift has signed to play at Itawamba Community College. Sarah and Alyssa are both pitchers and outfielders for the Lady Hawks. Sarah's signing ceremony was Thursday, January 12th. Here's what Sarah says. I want to thank everyone who was here. I want to thank my parents, my family, my friends, and my coaches. Thank you for pushing me to where I am now. Go Eagles. Alyssa's signing ceremony was Wednesday, January 18th. Here's what Alyssa says. I want to thank all of you for being here. Without y'all, I would not be here where I am today. Roll Tribe. Southside coach Mason Taylor was pleased to see Sarah and Alyssa sign with colleges.
Yeah, we're very excited for Sarah and Alyssa both. I try to tell our girls all the time, we embody three big things. You represent yourself, you represent your family, and you represent us. And I think in both of their days, they represented all three pretty well. We're proud of them and looking forward to see what they do in the future.
A total of 3 Lady Hawks have now signed to play in college. Victoria Doris signed back in November. The Lady Hawks opened the season March 13th at Bolivar. The home opener is March 16th against Hardin County. Now let's go to Keeley with some basketball news.
Albany Collins made history last Friday. She scored the 1,000th point of her Lady Hawks career. Let's look at the highlight reel from Lori Newbold.
It was very special. I was so excited. I was waiting to. It was just exciting. I guess listen to the coaches and let them coach me, and that's what made me successful really and grow over 4 years.
It's extremely special. You see a kid that small, a lot of people underestimate her a lot of times, and just to see the work that she's put in over the 4 years, it's a kid that's extremely deserving. Honestly, just everything that she's done between, from day one, not really knowing a whole lot until, now here she is as a senior and one of our leaders and our captain.
Albany and senior teammates Jakari Anderson and Tamia Lawson have been selected to play in the BCAT All-Star game later this year. They are the 3 seniors of this year's team. Lady Hawks and Hawks are back in action at home tonight against Ripley. The Lady Hawks play at 6 with the Hawks following. Tickets are available on GoFan. Reminder to visit our website, HawkNation.net, for schedules and results of all Southside sports. For Hawks TV, I'm Keely Kirk.
Thanks, Keely. Earlier this week, we recorded our first Sports Hawkcast, featuring myself, Sherrod Office, and Keely. Let's have a listen.
Guys, I'm just going to make a bold prediction, and I may get laughed out of this podcast room. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I may not have a job tomorrow. Some people may call in and say this guy's certifiably insane. I think we're gonna make some people nervous come district tournament time.
I agree.
Yeah, they doing good for freshmen and sophomores.
The boy basketball team, Coach Munn is getting prepared for the regionals and tournaments. Then the boys improving by so far I've seen, but now the boys are improving.
You can listen to the complete podcast on our YouTube channel. For Hawk TV, I'm Xavier Young. Back to you, Kyla.
That's all the time we have for you this week. As always, we thank you for watching and appreciate your continued support of Hawk TV. I'm Kyla Ramsey. Have a great weekend, Southside.
Quack, quack.